that's how it starts.
Welcome to the Afters.
We go back to your house.
Uncut bonus content for our best friends behind the paywall this week. We're fucking around and getting silly with Jimmy and Larry after our episode with Mike Nouveau.
It's the new normal, baby.
Yeah, full content on
Patreon.com/throwingfits. People seemingly like this.
Yeah, it's bonus time with the boys.
Yeah, bro.
Garbage time, bonus time. Mike
Winning
Nouveau.
time.
So it is February 1st. Happy Black History Month. Happy Chinese New Year.
Well, you
Happy
just dated the app.
Lunar New Year.
Idea when this is coming out.
All right, it is the end of Black History Month. I hope you guys celebrated properly. All right, Mike Nouveau just left the building with the Cartier bamboo on the wristicle.
I really like that watch a lot. We'll talk about how, if anything, has changed for you when it comes to respecting watches as Johns. I know you don't really, Mike aside, watch guys are not. Yeah. A big old wet fart.
Oh.
I learned a lot.
No, Mike is the man. And like Mike is of all the TikTok content creator motherfuckers, I think that one on Camry comes off probably the least insufferable of like
yeah,
this whole class of citizen, which is secondary, if not tertiary. Honestly, these people should not have rights.
What are they called in India? The untouchables.
The untouchables. There should be caste system. It should be
content creator caste system.
Content creator caste system. It is podcasters, everybody else, TikTok content creators, with Mike Nouveau, with like some exceptions, right? The exception makes the rule. Mike Nouveau should not be necessarily the guys cleaning up the shit in the public toilets, but everybody else should be there.
Yeah.
I think that, he is. I've only gotten to know him kind of recently, a lot of through like Scar and even like Hugo. And that's like something that always makes us kind of giggle is like, yo, why do fucking like awesome hood dudes love this guy? Which I know you're very jealous of.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'm jealous of the two types of people that Mike attracts when we bring this up a bunch, which is fly guys and hot chicks. I always assumed, oh, wow, you just spilled all over yourself.
Yeah, I need a Stanley.
I always assumed that it was his DJ past that brought both of these kind of people in. But after talking to him about like that period of his life, kind of briefly, it doesn't seem like that was that played a factor. And it was more of like, he is the watch guy.
He was a bit evasive about what attracts the mom milkers, but hey, all power to him.
Yeah,
Mike,
for sure. He doesn't. We just wanted to get to the bottom of it for research purposes.
Mike, if you're listening over there in Nippon, salute, brother.
Yeah.
Bring back some milk. Okay.
Some bubble tea.
Yeah, exactly. So here's a question, Lawrence.
Yeah. Oh wait, fit check. Yeah, you're not.
Shit, fit check. Okay. Upstairs. You want to go first? Should I go first?
No, you go first.
You go first.
You just started.
Okay.
Just go.
Upstairs, I was wearing big old Eckhouse Lotta Stomper boots, which may or may not have significantly contributed to my shoe tower toppling.
Wait, those are Eckhouse Lotta? You got Eckhouse Lotta boots? Have you not worn them on a Boys Only yet?
I don't think so.
On sale, full price? What?
Big sale. Only on a guest episode.
Those are fucking crazy, dude.
They're
I thought
huge.
they were. I assumed it was OL, but OL doesn't make the style like that necessarily.
No, well, I have a big pair of like OL kind of like combat boots.
Yeah.
But they don't have a huge sole like these. I'm not 6'3" in the OLs. These are, Eckhouse Lotta, a brand that we only recently have kind of like endeared ourselves to in terms of like loving what they do. We went to their show. We sat behind the fucking rappers, hung out with Mike, and he's the man. And I think you and I are both just like
He's Eckhouse.
Mike Eckhouse. I think we're both just like, damn, like Eckhouse Lotta has fucking heat.
I want the jeans. I want the shoes. I want the shirts.
You don't have to be a queer icon cunt to like who's slaying constantly to like wear Eckhouse Lotta. You can be a fucking slob that spills water on yourself and still wear that shit, and it still looks
You
fucking
could be
good.
a straight head cunt icon.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what we are.
Yeah, QP.
Yeah, that makes sense if you listen to the Mike episode.
Cunt with a Q.
Do you think, just real quick aside, do you think people are going to be like, oh, the guest isn't for me, but oh, the boys, let's get it, and then we're just talking about shit that has no context?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think we should like necessarily on these like only talk about the guests because that's kind of mean and also like unwarranted to like just talk about their behind the back. And also, it's like
finally they're out of the room. We could talk about them.
Finally. Oh, Mike Nouveau. Do you see the watch he was wearing? No, I think it's just kind of like. You said it in the Discord that I work on where it's like the guest is a springboard.
Portal vessel.
Exactly.
Jumping off point.
Okay. The socks
so,
are, I don't know. The pants are MF Pen. Dude, I think MF Pen might be, because Our Legacy is number one in terms of like the amount of clothes that I buy.
Yeah.
I think MFpen might be number two for what I buy.
Yeah, probably. I would think that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Belt of the year. We'll talk about it, or we did talk about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't know how this works anymore.
This is going to be getting out ahead of shit and then doing two it's so weird. We'll get into the flow of it.
But yeah, Emma Pen. I mean, I'm on a fucking Scandi tear, bro. What else? Okay, Emma Pen pants. Had these for a minute. Love them. Kind of wide, but not too wide. 316 white tee. I forgot how fucking good these are.
Best in the game.
Forgot how these are fucking good. And like, if you're gonna invest in the basics, I think 316 white tees deserve your dollars. They're
Agreed.
tight in the right places. They're loose in the right places. They make you look fucking strong. They make you look.
They make you look
strong.
What is they make you look strong?
I'm for real, bro. Like they hug the shoulders and like the biceps a little bit, but they're like loose around the waist, so they don't make you. They're not nipply. They're not fucking rolly. You know.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Our Legacy. This is the lad sweatshirt that I thought I bought, but I forgot.
The
but
quarter
I bought it
zip.
is this a quarter zip?
I'm telling you, everything is a quarter zip.
Okay. This is a true quarter zip, I think. And then it has to be
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not doing the math. Maybe a fifth zip.
okay.
I don't know.
Hanes boxers, maiden name, Seiko.
Oh, you're
from
wearing.
Leja
Oh, wow.
Santa.
You got it. Is it set to the right time or?
It's an hour ahead because I
Oh.
don't know how to wind it back. Well, I know how to wind it
Well,
back.
there's
but-
one winder,
Well-
one crown, whatever the fucking. I don't. You don't have to do it. Doesn't matter.
Drinking water. What about you? Oh, and I was wearing a Our Legacy Imperial Armani jacket.
I wore camions to the crib. I have on Manresa socks. I am wearing Carhartt Realtree Carpenter jeans. I have on a Metalwood Studio Western belt, a Cortez. We learned a little bit about how to pronounce Cortez from Mike, friend of Clint.
Yes.
London. Safe, calm, Cortez, pleaser, Stussy, crew neck,
Slime.
Studio Nicholson, coat,
Nice.
white 316 hat, rolling on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy. Whoops, wifey, no, not whoops, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, Green Point's finest in the hydro flask, and I'm wearing Skims underwear.
Nice. Okay, so my question for you, as we continue down this path of podcasting forever, and ever,
Mhm.
and ever,
Until we die.
and ever,
Yeah.
till we fucking die.
We just do like there's no retirement. We just do this until, well, I guess if people stop caring, then you just stop.
Yeah, I guess so.
If no one listens, you don't do it you don't do it for the love of the game. You do
Well-
it for the love of the game when you also have millions of people listening.
Seems like a lot of other podcasts are doing it when no one's listening. I'll say that, brother.
for the love of the game.
Or I don't know, for the love of their own voices.
And
Okay,
that is why they don't matter.
exactly. As an OG menswear blogger, I would like to know, when you look around at the current state of lifestyle content creation, do you ever think like, what the fuck have I unleashed? What have I helped unleash upon this world? I have become him.
Yeah.
Is it like do you ever make that connection? Because I think that, you were a pioneer in the blog social
Thank
media
you.
space.
Yeah.
You have a picture book documenting your life and times,
Mhm.
a la Sean Carter.
Putting the Oppenheimer over
But we
here.
look at, like TikTok content creators. We even talked about it with Mike, where it's like, yo, should we be doing this shit? And
No,
like the answer is no.
We're not
but
going to.
the answer is no, except unless there's a pandemic and I'm
Yeah.
stuck at home and unshaven and doing little sketches on my crib. But we're never doing like, yo, how much your fit costs
Right.
type shit. But yeah, how does it feel to like be once cutting edge and now kind of like watching the kids, I don't know, lap you?
Well, okay, relax. I feel two ways about this, and it's crazy that you threw this down because on the train I was coming over and I was super excited to pod with Mike because he's the homie, but also because I'm riding off the high of how good the Benny Ep was. And I was like sitting there on the train, on my way to work, doing my little commute at 1 p.m. on a Thursday. And I was thinking like, holy shit, man, when we launched the pod, I don't think there was any detractors or anyone was like, this is dumb or a waste of time. But I do think, and I haven't necessarily like asked people this if it wasn't kind of like volunteered on their own volition, but like, I think it's very impressive where this thing has gone. So I am proud that we kind of like, whoever carved out this lane who gives a fuck. But the fact that we have like stayed the course, maybe even like got to a point and then decided to like, fucking cut some brush down and like take that path even further to get to this point. I was like kind of gassed on our own vapors. The other side of the coin is all the other shit that is happening that you and I will never do. I don't even really, not to Don Draper it, I don't really think about it because I do not consume that content. Maybe if it hits the stray reel and that comes across my feed, sure. But I don't consume the men on the street. How much does your outfit cost? People's gallery. I don't consume that at all.
Yeah.
So I don't even think about it positively or negatively.
Okay.
For the full afters with this week's guest and even more bonus content, make sure you check out patreon.com/throwingfits.
If I could see your manifest